where you stream. Don't watch that, watch this, and I'll dive down through this hairy flesh.
Hi, and welcome to Watch This. I'm CJ Johnson. Thanks for joining me. The film Solo, a Star Wars story, has opened around the world, of course.
You're after something. Is it revenge? Money? Or is it something else?
Maybe you've already seen it, maybe you haven't. The word is that it's not doing as well as Disney wanted it to do. Supposedly it cost $250 million before marketing. So you've got to figure $500 million with international marketing. And as of this taping, it hasn't even made $200 million around the world yet. So Disney might be in the very strange situation of putting out a Star Wars movie that does not actually break even, which would be bizarre. If this is making you think, maybe I'm not going to go see it, trust me, go see it. If you like Han Solo, if you like Star Wars, this movie is fine. It's fun. They spent $250 million on it. You can pay your $17. Of course, if you're going to see a movie about the young Han Solo, you're going to go in with some expectations. You'd like to see him do that Kessel Run in under however many parsecs. You want to see him win that Millennium Falcon off Lando Calrissian in a card game. And you definitely want to see Han Solo get tangled up with Jabba the Hutt. I won't tell you how many of these vital questions get answered. This is what I will say, happily. Solo, a Star Wars story, actually tells you what you really wanted to know, and tells it very, very well. That is, how Han Solo met Chewbacca, and how they became co-pilots, smugglers, and best friends. The actor playing Chewbacca, who is a 6'11" Finn named Joonas Suotamo, is pretty remarkable. And the chemistry between him and Alden Ehrenreich, who I've already declared rather brilliant in Hail Caesar and Rules Don't Apply, is palpable, believable, and deeply satisfying. It's easy to forget the wonder all those years ago of being introduced to a character whose partner in crime was a wookie, but you get it all back here, and it makes sense. The camaraderie and banter between those two is complemented well by a motley crew of bandits, vagabonds, and nightcrawlers in what is essentially a heist movie. Actually, it's a movie with 3 heists, each adding a character or two, or taking some away. Yes, spoiler alert, some of the characters in this film die. Solo's there throughout, obviously. Chewbacca joins first. Then we get a dodgy crim called, rather hilariously, Tobias Beckett, played, rather hilariously, by Woody Harrelson. Cascading behind him come Thandie Newton, Jon Favreau, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and, of course, and already famously, Donald Glover as Lando Calrissian. Sneaking in sideways, not so much a partner in crime as, and I did not see this coming, a serious love interest for Han Solo is Emilia Clarke. And she's great. I've never rated Emilia Clarke on Game of Thrones. She's always been that show's weak link for me. But here, she's tremendous. She's game, she's up for it, and she displays just the right lightness of touch. All up, this gang is a lot of fun to watch. As for Alden Ehrenreich, he's excellent. He was served a tough and thankless gig, but he's proved the naysayers wrong as far as I'm concerned with a performance that honours Harrison Ford without slavishly copying him. By the time we met Han Solo in A New Hope, he was already cool. Ehrenreich's Han is not yet cool, but he's learning, he's trying it on, and occasionally he's making a big ass of himself. It's a funny performance, but it's also nuanced and, dare I say it, really very brave. Seriously, talk about taking a risk when taking a role. He's playing the young Harrison Ford. I laughed out loud at least 6 times during Solo, and to me, it's most enjoyable as a comic romp. The action never stops. It never stops. There are heaps of witty references, one-liners and sight gags, and everyone's fun is infectious. The actors, the crew obviously had a lot of fun making this film, despite the replacement of the directors midway or 2/3 of the way through the shoot. There's no rebellion and there's no force, so you don't have to keep track of who's got the force and who's strong with the force. There's a good villain, Paul Bettany, and a surprisingly heartfelt romance. But when I think back on it, the heart of this film remains with the relationship between one man and his Wookiee. It's the bromance of 2018.
If you come with us, you're in this life for good.
You might wanna buckle up, baby.
That's Solo, a Star Wars story playing in all parts of the galaxy. I'm CJ Johnson. Thanks for joining me on Watch This.